At 10, it was a very bad day for airline travel, especially here in Denver. On one of the busiest travel days of the year, hundreds of flights delayed, diverted, and altogether canceled due to the fog and the high winds. 7 News reporter Russell Haythorne live at DIA. Russell, what an exhausting day for passengers.
Fog and high winds, Teresa, not a pretty combination out here at DIA. It's clear now, but earlier today, this airport was a mess. One flight in particular even landed with its passengers' bags, but without its passengers. Nearly 9 hours after they were due to land on a JetBlue flight from Boston.
Hours and hours.
They showed up on a bus instead.
Very long, I'm really tired, but I'm just happy to be back.
JetBlue Flight 493, like dozens of others in this cell phone video, sat on a tarmac in Colorado Springs for hours, diverted due to fog and high winds.
We waited on the plane for almost 3 hours.
But unlike other flights that refueled and were on their way, JetBlue, which doesn't fly into Colorado Springs, says it lacked the resources to rescreen passengers after deplaning, so it bussed them instead.
And they all fueled up and took off, and we're waiting for our turn, and it never came.
Steve Anthony couldn't wait for a bus, so he took a $200 cab ride.
People started getting a little frustrated, but what can you do? You're held captive.
Only 13-year-old Dylan Bazier actually made the entire trip on the plane.
I got a call from the pilot himself that said he's unaccompanied. We cannot send him on the bus that's shipping everybody else back, so he has to stay with us until the end, and now he's finally here.
It was lonely, yet it was cool at the same time.
It's 14 hours, man.
A dark day for JetBlue.
Things happen, but they handle it well. They fed us, and they gave us pizza, so I'll take it.
JetBlue is going to refund all of those passengers their costs for airfare, and many of them told us they thought that was more than generous. Adding insult to injury, the bus making its way from Colorado Springs to DIA actually got stuck in holiday traffic, so what should have been an hour-and-a-half drive ended up being a 3-hour drive. An exhausting day for those passengers. Live at Denver International, Russell Haythorne, 7 News.